Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're doing yes another 10 hidden features about the Galaxy S7. You guys wanted more hidden features and we have them for you. So remember, this is our second set of 10 hidden features, so if you want to check out the first 10, make sure you check out our YouTube channel at Ask the Android Guy. Now, without further ado, let's go over the 10 more hidden features on the Galaxy S7 so you know everything you can do on your S7. Now, for this hidden feature, we do go to the battery under settings. So we go into settings and go to battery. From here, you just swipe all the way up, and at the very bottom, you can disable fast charging. Now, fast charging is what gives the S7 its quick charge from the charger. So, you get half the charge in half an hour, and that's where you get this from. So, with this, you have that ability, but it does create heat, as in your phone does get hotter when it's charging like this. Especially if you are below the 50% mark, your phone will charge quicker. So, for that reason, if you don't want this, you just turn it off just like that. It will charge standard, so it will no longer charge as quickly as it can, but however, your phone will never heat up when charging. So it's a double-edged sword. Personally, I like it on, but Android is all about choices, and that is another choice you have. Now for the next hidden feature, we go in the data usage category, and this is how to restrict certain networks. Now this is really good for those times when you want to, use Starbucks or you want to use McDonald's to do something on Wi-Fi, but then, all of your Wi-Fi only features will suddenly turn on. This will stop that. So we go into data usage, and then we go into more, and then we go into restrict networks. This will allow it so that, say, when I get into a T-Mobile store, well, that's magenta. So that can now be restricted, which means that it will no longer try to update and download new updates for apps from my Google Play Store. Or it will no longer try to do certain things that just always tend to happen when I don't want them to. Whether it be downloading YouTube videos or backing up my Google Photos. On certain Wi-Fi connections, let's face it, they're not good enough to do it, so don't even try, and this does just that, stops them from even trying. Now, the next hidden feature is something that was brought back, and it allows you to change your apps on your lock screen. Now, we go into lock screen and security in the settings portion, and then we're going to go to info and app shortcuts. From here, you can just go right into app shortcuts and change a shortcut from phone or camera, which are the only two that are there by default. So I can choose a different one instead of phone. Say if I use another app like a calculator a lot, and I rather have that from my launch, then I can do that. Obviously, we don't use phones as much for calling as we used to, so definitely you can find some other apps that might be a better suited for your shortcut than a phone. For a camera, I might say so as well, just simply because when I want to launch my camera, I just hit the double press home button instead of actually doing it through that part of the lock screen. So I definitely will be switching out my right shortcut personally. And that would be a great hidden feature, so you can personalize it for you and what apps you use. Now for this next feature, it's called pin windows. Now, to pin a window means that you don't want someone going to another screen. You just want them to stay on whatever app you put them on. Now, a great way to do this is to first set it up by going into lock screen and security, swipe all the way up, and go into other security settings. From here, you swipe up again, and it will be towards the bottom under pin windows. And once you turn it on, it tells you exactly how to do it. So with this, you're going to pull up your recent apps and then hit the pin button on the app. So we'll just do this and then pin this app. And now it will have it pinned. So you'll be unable to an app to just press the recent apps button or the back button at the same time to get out of this. So otherwise, if I hit back, it's not going to do anything except keep me on the app that I'm on. If I hit recent, it will not do it either. If I hit home, again, it will not do it. So this is just to lock a person onto whatever app you put them on. Now, to get this off, obviously, you just do what it said, and that is hit the back and recent button at the same time, and then you're all set up. So it's just that simple for pin windows. It's a great feature, especially if you want to put someone on a screen and you don't really want them to go somewhere else. This will prevent them, at least for a period of time. Now, the next hidden feature has to deal with how your apps look, and that is app background. So for this hidden feature, we're looking at the apps right here now, and then we'll take a look at them in a second. We're going to go into settings and then go to display, and then right here, icon backgrounds. See, most phones have this, icons only, but to make it, I don't know, easier to see, I guess, or make them all just the same exact shape, so you don't have any kind of with circular or have their own design. They're all the same exact shape. You can have icons with background. What this does is it makes all of your icons have backgrounds again, so they're all the exact same shape. This keeps everything looking more the same, and nothing looks odd or different. But in my personal opinion, I think it kind of looks odder with this. Maybe if it had something like it would match the color, so that Netflix would have a white one, and the UE roll would have a black background. Just everything matching, I think the color would make this a lot better looking. As it stands, I think this just looks odd. Let me know what you guys think, but it is a definitely unique hidden feature, and one that I think might help you, especially with certain backgrounds and certain wallpapers. It might be easier to see the apps this way. Now for the next hidden feature, it's called direct access. And you can use this in a lot of ways. I'd use it to save battery life. Here's how. You go into settings and you go under accessibility. From here, right there is direct access. Now direct access allows you to start a process quickly by simply hitting the home button 3 times. So we're going to turn it on, and the one that I use it for out of the things you can use it for is Grayscale. I find this very useful just because if you want to save battery life, all you do is hit it 3 times, and then you have a black and white screen that is now saving you lots of battery life while still running at the same high speed that it normally does. So I'm just going to hit it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now it's Grayscale. And the whole phone is Grayscale. If I just do it again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And it's back to color. So it's just that simple and just great, easy way of doing it. Thing is I do find it, you're going to go in between sometimes because the double tap launches the camera. So I usually count it as I'm saying it so that I'll make sure that I hit it 3 times. But it's a great simple feature to simply use for whatever you want. I personally find it best to save battery life. Now for the next hidden feature, this is again a feature that Samsung's had in the past, but now it's on there again, but it's very hidden. And this is Easy Screen On. Now this has to deal with the sensors right at the top and for you to hover over it to turn the screen on when your screen is off. How you do this is go under accessibility and then go into hearing. Sorry, not hearing, dexterity and interaction, and then go to easy screen turn on. And then we're just going to turn this on. And now if you lay it on a stable surface with it face up, you can hover over it and it will have the screen turn back on. So while the screen's off, it'll have it's always on display, and then we're going to go like that, and then it's going to turn on. So it's just that simple. It's a quick, easy screen turn on. This is great, I'm assuming more for a presentation or something like that where you don't want your screen to turn off, so you can just turn it right back on just by hovering right over it, and it'll turn right back on. Great and easy and quick. If you like this feature from before, it is now back. Now, the next hidden feature is one that I definitely recommend everyone uses, and that is auto restart. Now, it's really good to always restart your phone at least once a week, and this feature just does that. So you'll find it under the settings and under backup and reset. And under here, you're going to find it under right here, auto reset. So as we go in there, you can have it do it at a specific time. Important to note that even though you turn this on, and even though it's that time and day, if one of these things are happening, it will, or if these things are not happening, then it will not do it. So it has to be all of these features on, so the screen has to be off and then it'll restart. The device has to be not in use, so if you're using the device at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday, why, I don't know, but if you are, then it won't do it. If your battery life is more than 30%, it won't do it as well. So these are basically the reasons why it will do it, And as long as those ones are met, then it will automatically do it every time you set it. So it's just that simple. Very simple and easy to do, and something that I find really great to use on a weekly basis. Now for our next hidden feature, this is auto backup. Now auto backup is really great just because if you ever wondered why you should sign into your Samsung email or create a Samsung email account, this is why. So you auto backup with Samsung on the things that Google doesn't back up. So if we go under backup and reset and then go under backup my data, you will see that Samsung can have auto backup occur every 24 hours, and this will happen 1 hour after your device has been connected to Wi-Fi and after the screen is off while charging. So generally when you go to sleep. With this though, it'll back up all of your alarms, all of your text messages, all of your phone logs, and all of your settings. So these are completely restored when you get your new Samsung, or if you lose your Samsung phone or have to reset it, then you just restore it right from here. Really great feature to have, especially for those that are new to Android and you want to back up, but you don't feel Google's backup is quite enough. Then you have this ability to not only have all your apps, but to have all the information you need completely backed up. Now for our last hidden feature, it is called icon background. Now this is an interesting feature, and it's just something that some of you might like or some of you might not want. And really it comes from settings, and then we go to display right here. And then you have the actual option to change the background of an icon. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, on Android, you have all different kinds of shapes and sizes for your apps. For instance, these two are Samsung apps, so they're same shape. But you have this one over here that's not, and this one over here that's not. With this, icons with backgrounds, you make every icon the same shape so that it fits into Samsung's design. And when you hit done, now when I go home, these will all be changed, as you can see. So now they all are in this little square, circle square thing, to have it just like that. I don't particularly like this, but I can see why people would. It has the same shape all around. But my big concern about this is that I wish that Samsung would just tie whatever color the app is and make it that background. For instance, the Netflix circle shouldn't be transparent, it should be white. The UE roll one should be black. This one for BB-8 should be that similar reddish orange, and so on and so forth. I think this would make it a lot better so that if you match the color of the circle, then it just looks like it belongs. This doesn't look like it belongs. I don't think transparency is where we want to go. I think we want to have it in the same color as the icon, so to have a better overall unifying experience. All right, guys, those were the 10 more hidden features for the Galaxy S7. Is that enough? Do you feel you know every hidden feature on your phone? Or are you going to want me to do another 10? Let me know in the comment section down below. And what was your favorite hidden feature out of these 20? Let me know in the comment section down below on your favorite one, and so I will know for next time. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.